Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for Journeyman, episode 19. Episode 18 saw us have a great start to the season in League 2. Let's see if we can continue that in this episode. Remember, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. It does help the channel out. If you're enjoying what you see, remember to smash that like button. Now let's get straight in to the episode. Episode 18 finished with a 1-1 draw at home to Gateshead. We were yet to lose in the league since being promoted to League 2 and were still unbeaten. And we found ourselves second in the table after 14 games on 30 points, and we were just 1 point behind leaders Bradford City with a game in hand. Marcus Dackers was also leading the goal scoring charts for the division with 10 goals, and new winger Jeremy McCundy was second in the assist chart with 5 assists. We travelled to Notts County for our next league game, where a great free kick proved to be the only goal of the game, and we had lost for the first time this season. Midfielder Matt Robinson suffered a twisted ankle during the game at Notts County and will be out for 4 to 7 weeks. The Emirates FA Cup first round draw was made and we would face League 2 Stevenage at home. I had to pick my players up ahead of our next trip to third in the table, MK Dons, who the media had predicted would finish the season in first place. And it looked like it could be a long day as the home side took the lead in the 6th minute. But we shocked the home side as Dackers levelled soon after, and he took the lead for us in the second half. Substitute Ote came on and quickly scored, and I couldn't believe my eyes as Ote made it 4-1. It was a great result against one of the league favourites, and we had increased our lead over MK Dons in the table to 4 points, and we sat just 1 point behind Bradford City with a game in hand. Strikers Dackers and Ote also found themselves in the top 3 scorers in the division. 20th place Swindon Town were the next visitors to Victoria Road, and it looked like an easy day at the office as Ratchford opened the scoring in the 7th minute. But the visitors had other ideas and levelled on the 31st. We weren't drawing for long as Ote regained our lead just before half time, and we held on for a deserved 2-1 win. Our last game in October saw us travel to 7th place Wycombe Wanderers, and after the referee gave a penalty for the home side, I held my breath, but Hollingshead turned into Gordon Banks with a great save. In the 24th minute, Morris finished off a great move at the back post, but the home side levelled after poor defending in the 26th minute. And that's how the result stayed. In a very even game, we were happy to come away with a point. The board were extremely happy with October's performance, but the supporters not so happy, which was surprising as I dragged their club from the Vanarama National League, and we now sat in second place in League 2. I had the chance to cheer our fans up as we face local rivals Leyton Orient in our next game, and Dackers opened the scoring for us from the spot in the 77th minute. He made it 2-0 9 minutes later to send the home fans wild. We had won the local derby with a convincing win in a game where we dominated completely. The result saw us sitting in second place in the table and 6 points clear of 4th place Exeter City, and Marcus Dackers was now leading the scoring for the division with 14 goals. I went for 2 up front for our FA Cup first round game against League 2 Stevenage at home, and it seemed to work as Dackers opened the scoring in the 12th minute. Ote made it 2 from the spot, and that's how it stayed. We were through to the FA Cup second round with no trouble. The FA Cup second round draw was made and we would face Tranmere Rovers away from home. Next up was another cup game, but this time the Papa John's Trophy, and we travelled to Cheltenham Town where we looked to make it a 100% record in the competition. And a Zach Nelson goal proved to be the only one of the game. We were through to the second round of the Papa John's Trophy after we topped the group. And the second round draw was made and we would face Peterborough United at home. It was back to League 2 action next as we welcomed Grimsby Town to Victoria Road, where a Marcus Dacker's header was enough to seal a 1-0 win. The win saw us make it 5 games unbeaten in the league, and it left us sitting in second place in League 2, 7 points clear of 4th place MK Dons. Centre-back Oyson McEntee had suffered concussion in training and would miss 2 to 3 weeks. 12th place Carlisle United were our next visitors, and a Max Thompson header proved to be the only goal of the game, and we had grabbed our third 1-0 victory in a row. The win saw us climb to top of the table with a game in hand over the teams below. It was another home game just 3 days later as we welcomed 8th place Stevenage, where a 90th minute Stevenage winner broke our hearts and ended our unbeaten run. Our next league game saw us travel to playoff place Stockport County, where first half goals from Thompson and Dackers sealed a 2-0 win. The games were coming thick and fast now and we travelled to Swindon Town just 3 days later, where a Matt Robinson winner saw us take all 3 points. Our brilliant recent form had seen me grab the Manager of the Month award for November, but not all was well at the club as DJ Campden Sturridge was trying to force a move due to lack of playing time. It was now time for the Papa John's Trophy second round as we welcomed League 1 Peterborough to Victoria Road, where a Jeremy McCundy goal on the 40th minute proved to be the only one of the game. The third round draw was made and we would travel to League 2 Woking. I rested a lot of key players for our FA Cup second round tie to Tranmere Rovers, and a first minute goal from Tranmere sent us out of the FA Cup. It was back to league action just a week later as we faced 8th place Rochdale away from home, where we dominated the game but only managed a 0-0 draw. We needed to get back to winning ways when we faced 3rd place Exeter just a week later, and we got off to a great start as Thompson opened the scoring in the 25th minute. We then doubled our lead through Dackers in the 42nd. The away side pulled a goal back in the 69th minute, but Dackers finished them off with his second goal of the game to make it 3-1. It was a great performance from the lads and it saw us sitting top of the table on 56 points, and we were now 12 points clear of 4th place Bolton Wanderers. Marcus Dackers had grabbed himself 18 league goals for the season, but the gloss was taken off the win slightly as Zach Nelson had gashed his upper leg and could miss up to 2 weeks. The first game of 2027 saw us face off against Southend United at home, where a 47th minute goal from Max Thompson wrapped up the 3 points. The win saw us sitting top of the table on 59 points and we were now 10 points clear of 4th place Wycombe Wanderers. So everyone, that brings episode 19 to a close. We're into 2027, we sit top of the table. There's just 19 games left to play. Join me in the next episode to see if we can grab another promotion. For everyone who's watching the videos, thank you for all your support. If you're not subscribed and you're watching, please do that. Smash the like button on the video if you've enjoyed what you've seen. Now, a few days ago I did an Harry Kane video, a simulation of his career since he's moved to Bayern Munich. That'll be on the screen round about now. Check that out, it's a right banger. But until next time, that's all from me. Goodbye.